Okay.
Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We are here on this new day of some really wonderful energies and feeling into them and surrendering in our heart space in the face of everything, including technical difficulties. I'm Loren Gailey, and my guest today is Vandana Atara Ora. And she is a beautiful master who's here to assist us with animal Reiki chakra healing for pets and empaths. Vandana, hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Loren. It's a pleasure to be here as always. Happy new moon. Happy new year.
On so many levels. Here we are. It's February 21st, the day ahead of 222, and those miraculous, beautiful, divine feminine codes. And yet it is New Year's all over again. Mongolian New Year, Tibet New Year, Vietnamese New Year, new moon in Pisces, as you were saying. And we were hearing before we started here about the energies. It does feel like there's a newness. Tell us your take on the energies.
I mean, I've been working a lot with the 5 wisdom dakinis in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition of Lama Sultram, Tara Mandala. So I've been working a lot with the Sangha here, calling in every direction the different colors and energies and different aspects of the divine feminine. And then I had this beautiful Losar online on a Zoom celebration where everyone took a small plate and made an offering of food or wine or whatever it is that you wanted to offer to the gods, the goddesses, the benevolent deities. And what this does is it sort of makes peace with, or it's sort of like an offering to your own inner demons. And it's transmuting our inner poisons into medicine. So it's an offering that helps us to kind of clear away those veils of confusion and replace them with clarity and with a clear direction. So I've been doing a lot of that inner work because I'm following my inner guidance. You know, when the old ways are not working anymore and you feel like you're just bumping up against a wall over and over again, hitting your head on the wall doesn't feel really good, and actually can be quite painful. And so this is a time when we just have to go for it. And that means being true to ourselves and really connecting with every type of benevolent, kind, and compassionate spirit, whether it's an angel, an animal, or a wise and well, loving and enlightened, healed ancestor, because we have those too. So we have so many resources to call upon to help to support us during this sort of crossroads, because it kind of does feel like that. And sometimes we misperceive. We think that we're drowning or sinking instead of swimming. And I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine. We do a lot of inner child work together. And I said, I just feel like, I actually did almost drown as a 4-year-old little girl. And I said, sometimes it just feels like, because the old way is not working. And I don't know what to do because the new way hasn't really presented itself or revealed itself to me yet. So what do I do? And she goes, believe it or not, you're not sinking, you're swimming. You're doing everything you can to not only stay afloat, but to really swim to shore safely. And I just was so encouraged by those words. And I feel like this is something that is true for all of us right now. And so this is a time to take that leap of faith. It doesn't necessarily have to be sink or swim. You could just sort of float or do the doggy paddle to get to where you really feel you need to be, like authentically. Like, what is it that you're here to do without really necessarily listening to those old voices of like inner critic or, inner child, inner teen, that rebellious one that's just resistant to any kind of change, that thinks that they know best, and just kind of like come from a beginner's mind. And this is the time of new beginnings. This is like that frequency of number 9, I believe. There is like that Mayan 9th frequency that's going on. So I feel like we're all preparing, but we have to empty out the old heavy baggage and the suitcases, because we can't make it up to the top of the mountain or land safely on the other shore if we're carrying around so much of the old life that just doesn't serve us. That's not true for us anymore. So it does feel like either you go for it or you stay where you are, and which doesn't feel good and doesn't work. So might as well just go for it. And celebrate. Yeah, celebrate what you have that's good. Like, keep the focus there.
Yeah,
So that's what I've been working on.
Celebrate what's good. Celebrate yourself. I got an email newsletter the other day, and it was so spot on about looking in the mirror or writing a list as well. Looking in the mirror, but also sitting down and writing all the great qualities that we love about ourselves, everything. And that was a really good exercise, because that is self-love. And oftentimes we will go towards the negative, the doubts and the worries, instead of what we really love about ourselves. And that's what makes us authentic as well. That makes us each unique. And we don't compare ourselves to others, because when we do, that makes us suffer. We suffer when we compare ourselves. So beautiful words, Vandana. Thank you. And welcome.
I'm here to help.
Yes, we have a wonderful show today. Vandana is, she's bringing forward some new information, some new healing modalities. And this is animal Reiki chakra healing. And you have a special offer that we're going to talk about for ways that people can take this deeper, but we're going to experience a little bit of this as well. So give us some background, Vandana, on animal Reiki chakra healing. How did this come to you?
Well, most of us, or all of us actually, I think here on the call, I can safely say, are empaths, intuitive empaths, and we're energy sensitive beings. But, it's like I've been teaching Reiki for 15 years, maybe 16 years now, actually. And I just follow my guidance, and I was led to teach an animal Reiki course, which I've never done before. And I thought, okay, that sounds awesome, because like, I know for like most of us, we have animals that we love and care for, and we bond with deeply. And we also had pets growing up that were part of the family. And, in some cases still are part of your family. And then I realized, like, wait, our pets are empaths too, because they tend to absorb and soak up our energy as much as, unconsciously we do too, just because of this tremendous amount of love and devotion, appreciation, that special human animal bond, that connection we have with not only the animals, but the entire animal kingdom. And I thought, this is really a gift and service that not too many people are offering. So I just had an amazing animal Reiki level 1 and 2 program, which I'm going to be sharing some more information about later. But this led to me doing a lot of research and understanding that the reasons why our dogs, cats, horses, whatever other animal you have as a pet, they have special extra sensitive, extra sensory chakras. They have actually 8 physical, where we have 7 physical chakras, but then they have certain healing chakras that we don't even know about. And we can use the power of our own healing hands to channel this life force energy to heal them. If they're having surgery, if they've fallen ill, if they're, unwell, ungrounded, or if there's just some type of energy in the household that might be toxic or not serving them. And I started doing just a lot of research about all the extra chakras, how energy sensitive they are, how psychic they are. We already know that cats especially, and dogs too, but cats are really, really tuned in to spirit. And, they can see angels and spirit guides and loved ones that we just can't see. And dogs too, they can hear sounds and frequencies that we can't. So I thought, well, I just wonder also, because of my shamanic background, about totem medicine allies, right? About power animals. And that each of our chakras actually is overseen or overlit by a different power animal, and we can call in their aspects, their strengths, their wisdom, and their courage to get us through any difficulty we're going through. So not only do we have all different kinds of spirit guides and guardians, so they also have different kinds of spirit guides and guardians. There are specific archangels, patron saints, and also the divine enlightened animal kingdom that we can call in for them or attune them to, or help them to reconnect when they're not feeling well, when they've fallen ill, whatever is happening in your household. And so with all of these teams, our team and their team, our higher power and theirs, we could do a lot to really rekindle that bond, that relationship, and even our soul contracts that humans and animals have that is never really talked about. So if we had ancestors who mistreated, abused, neglected, abandoned animals, whether it was a family pet or an animal like 100,000 years ago that is now extinct, we don't want to take the animal kingdom for granted. And we want to rekindle this relationship. We want to ask them for forgiveness and say, Ho'oponopono, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me. If I unconsciously, inadvertently ever hurt, harmed, neglected, or abandoned you, maybe you had to give away a pet, maybe you had to put a cat or a dog to sleep and you didn't want to. Maybe you were separated after a divorce where, your spouse, your partner took your pet away from you. Whatever the trauma, we can heal. We can heal those contracts, those vows and agreements that we also have with them, and we can make amends. We have to really reconnect to the animals too, because we're animals too, and they've also lived here before we have on the planet. They were here long before we've ever arrived. So we want to honor and respect their presence in our lives and the gift, right, that the unconditional love and devotion that they always offer us without any judgment, right? So this is why I put this program together.
Thank you. Very wonderful for our furry friends, four-legged friends. And it really makes us think about all of the pets in our lives and wondering if this works at a distance as well?
Great question, Loren. Definitely does. So, as a Reiki, actually a intuitive medical Reiki master for many years, working with doctors and hospitals as well, we know that there's no time or space, there's no distance, there's just that, it's called the Hanshaze Shonen, that bridge of connection, that heart link, the spirit of oneness, where whether a pet transitioned and you have a spirit kitty or dog in heaven, or whether they're still on this planet embodied, but you're separated geographically, or whether your pet is with you now. We can send Reiki, we can transmit Reiki life force energy to help your pets recover and to heal any rifts or splits in your relationship. And so we do this through photographs, through stuffed animal, which is like a surrogate. I have my Reiki teddy bear right here. And you could just, allow yourself to, whether you're a Reiki practitioner or not, whether you're attuned to the Reiki healing symbols or some other tradition, everyone is born with healing hands. So you can use not only your healing hands to heal in person, locally, globally, or at a distance, on Zoom even, but you can also send rays of Reiki loving, peaceful, positive empowerment energy through your eyes, through the loving gaze of your eyes, just making eye contact and speaking to them either in the human language or light language, because they are telepathic and they understand everything you're thinking, saying, feeling, or not thinking out loud, or not telling them, but you're thinking. They can read our thoughts, they can read our minds, they can read our body language. They're soul readers. And so we can really learn a lot from them. They're our messengers, they're our mirrors, and they're also our mentors. They're our greatest teachers. So that's why I like to call in all of our power animal allies and angels, our ancestors and their ancestors too, as well as the angelic kingdom and the animal kingdom, to integrate, to have all forms of beings, of light beings, come together at this time, because animals are people too.
Yes, I can read that on a bumper sticker when you just said that. These are people too, and maybe they were in another life.
Well, there are different kinds of people. So they're, like, as long as there's consciousness, then they're a being. They're a living being. And so they're, in shamanism, we call, like, even all forms of, in animism and totemism, in shamanism, any living breathing being that has consciousness is alive and is considered, there are different kinds of people, like plant people. They call them cloud people, rock people, stone people, crystal people. So it's just another kind of being. And it's not only the two-legged or the four-legged, but they're the finned ones, the creepy crawlers, and all different types of animal species that deserve our loving kindness and our attention, because we can't live or survive without them.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Very good. So we're going to go on a journey in this episode. You've got a little experience for us, and tell us a little bit about what we're going to do. Is this where we're going to meet our power animal?
Yes, you're going to meet 7 different power animals that are our chakra guardians. So you might have one specific power animal that wants to come through. Now, this power animal, or this totem ally, contains certain type of energy medicine that may be missing that can actually heal your chakras to create more balance and harmony. So sometimes you may see an animal that you might not really like the way it looks, but it has specific medicine lessons, insights, gifts for you to become more aware of. So we'll be doing that. And then on a cellular level, we're going to call in the angels of integration so we can feel whole and integrate any type of missing soul parts or pieces that we're missing. So that will happen to release any trauma-filled imprints, wounds, past relationships and other lifetimes even between you and your pet, and replace whatever that void is, that grief, that loss, that emptiness, with a sense of peace, and well-being. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll clear your chakras and theirs. And I think that's about it for now, but let's see what Spirit says.
Beautiful, thank you. And there's a few questions coming in, and we'll get to those as well after our.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. Thank you. All right. I may turn my camera off. I'm still here though. Okay.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. So everyone just take a nice deep breath and breathe in the light of your own higher power, whatever that looks like or feels like and is like for you. And I invite you to set a healing intention. Ask the pet, your beloved, or the animals that you care for, walk or sit with or play with. Ask them what they need too. So what's your healing intention that you would like to bring into today's session? And we're going to call in the angelic kingdom and the animal kingdoms to just create a bit of a reset, to recharge, to reboot your nervous system and their nervous system, because being an empath and having an animal empath as your family member, we don't want to transmit any of our burdens, fears, stresses, or anxiety, or any of our illnesses or imbalances to them, because we know, especially dogs and cats, tend to take on a lot of pain because they're sort of like shamans themselves. So we don't want that to happen. We want to work on our own healing and our own spiritual hygiene. We want to practice self-care first before we touch them, before we connect with them, just to make sure that we can really be present and available to them as their pet parent. We are their pet parent. So let's begin with just kind of reaching up to your soul star chakra and just opening. In shamanism, it's called your Viracocha. It's your sun star, your soul star, and just allow that to just expand in this pink bubble of light all around you, in front of you, behind you, and just keep breathing in that warm sunlight and allow this light to spread all through your body until it reaches your feet. And your feet are really plugged in like anchors, right, into that strong, supportive, divine earth, right, where we're grounded in our bodies, but also expanded in our light. Imagine that you're a hollow bone or tree, spreading out your branches, spreading out your wings. And I want to just call upon every chakra angel and animal right now to come in and to hold a safe and sacred space for you, to let go of everything you thought you knew, and allow them to teach us and to lead the way with their strength, with their power, and with their special healing abilities. So first, let's call on Archangel Gabriel and the White Raven. And they're coming in and planting a new seed of cosmic consciousness in your cosmic mind, your Buddha brain, helping you to clean up your thoughts, to replace the negative ones with positive ones, with peace, hope, faith, and strength. And what I recommend you do is just rub your hands together and follow me, follow my lead here, follow the animals as they lead both of us, all of us here in this circle. So crown chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and the white raven. The white raven power animal is the one that can help teach us about magic and transformation, about love and wisdom, about connecting to our higher self. And let's move to your third eye chakra. Just activate your Reiki healing hands and place them over your third eye. That's what I did when I woke up this morning, and it felt really nourishing, very warm and soothing. So Gabrielle and White Raven, now we're moving into Zadkiel, inviting in Archangel Zadkiel and the snowy white owl to come in and awaken your inner vision, your nighttime vision, your intuition, and your imagination, to release all self-doubt, mistrust, and to really own your gifts, illuminating your shadow, integrating your light with your shadow, but really awakening your third, fourth, and fifth eyes, your clairvoyant chakra. So see and feel that white snowy owl with her fluffy white mystical feathers just flying in, and the white snowy owl can see you in every direction without even turning her neck. And you can see her, you can see each other and connect with her wisdom. And let's just open up the throat chakra now, calling in Archangel Michael, the karmic clearing power protector, and also the silver swan star, the elegance to articulate, to communicate, and to speak your truth from your heart space. And we're going to call in the silver swan chakra from the constellation Lyra and the womb of the Milky Way galaxy. And asking for protection, releasing us from any harsh judgment from our own inner critic, any unkind words that we use to punish, judge, or compare ourselves and our gifts to others. We ask Michael to come in and to beam his light, to beam his sword of blue, neon blue light, and to really open our throat chakras, just to unlock any blocks there. And heart chakra, let's open and activate Archangel Raphael coming in, flying in and landing safely in our heart chakra, and inviting in Mighty Eagle, the mind of the eagle, the heart of the condor, allowing you to awaken your eagle-eyed vision, to see your life, your gifts from a higher perspective, to love yourself unconditionally, filling up your heart with the compassion of Archangel Raphael and also Mother Mary. And asking Raphael and Eagle Condor to sweep away any heart walls, any imprints, to harmonize your femininity and your masculinity, and to feel whole again. And now rubbing your hands together, heating them up, warming them up, and just giving yourself some loving Reiki. Breathing into your solar plexus, now your power center, and asking the powers of Archangel Jophiel and the royal hummingbird to teach you how to accomplish the impossible and to take an epic hero's journey, to always find the sweet nectar in everything you do, allowing yourself to drink the sweet nectar of beauty, of joy, and mostly of self-acceptance, to honor and own, to feel every feeling so you can heal every feeling. So calling in that royal hummingbird and Archangel Jophiel to sit, to land, and to clean up and clear out any valves of disempowerment in your solar plexus, your spiritual stomach. And now moving down to your sacral, your Svadhisthana, your womb chakra, Hara, your Dantian. So place your hands in a very gentle, very light, non-invasive, a very intimate way to experience your body, your feelings, your emotions. And let's call on Archangel Chamuel and Mother Jaguar, mother of all jaguars, Otorongo from the Amazon jungle, and all of the feminine spirits, the curanderas, the shamans, and this beautiful rebirthing energy, increasing your energy of creativity, femininity, unraveling your kundalini, just really rebirthing yourself out of those ashes of hopelessness and despair, rebirthing, reinventing, feeling reborn again. Allow this shift. Allow Mother Jaguar to teach you how to walk in the darkness, how to see through the veils of illusion and confusion, how to find your way, how to find your highest path, how to practice safe boundaries. And Archangel Chamuel and your animal guide, the jaguar, helping you to just feel safe and at home in your own body. Courage, fearlessness, intelligence. And lastly, we go to the root, asking Archangel Uriel and the mother serpent, Sachamama, the one closest to the earth, to help you to move into, to shrink, and to manage any unmanageable reactivity or any displaced or disowned energy, to feel safe and supported in your lower bodies, shedding your old skin just like the serpent does, all at once, without any fear, trepidation, procrastination. So let this medicine, the anti-venom, heal your inner poisons. And let's create a heart link now, a golden spark of life and light, a golden cord that starts from the hearts of your angels and your animals, all enlightened human and animal kingdoms. And place your hands over your heart and allow this golden cord to awaken, to expand, and allow it to spread your heart wings, your wings of power and freedom, to move into a new direction and to fly with your spirit wing and your physical wing intact, to unfurl and repair, to mend any broken wing, So we ask all of these angels and animals in the form of angels or winged animals to come in and send that heart link to your heart that grows, that moves, that clears your throat chakra and moves all the way up to your crown chakra. And we call in the loving presence of Angel Ariel, the angel of animals and nature, to help you reconnect with your natural instincts. And see this cord now extending from your heart to the hearts of your pets, the animals you care for, all animals in shelters, animals that don't have a home, that need to be saved, the ones that long to be rescued, the ones in sanctuary zoos, farms, aquariums, the ones that don't have a choice that you could actually help by you owning, sharing your gifts, expressing your desire to make a difference, a positive impact on the planet. So go ahead and inhale that violet ray, beautiful violet ray that's just radiating and swirling, permeating through you and your pet's auras, cellular membranes, human and animal chakras, organs, muscles, and all of those issues in your tissues that are awaiting resolution. And just envision the 9 angels of integration helping to seal, sew, mend any heart rips or soul split. And let's ask them to come in now, and with their wings just sweeping away, smudging off and away any toxic negativity. Any energies that you as an empath or your pet as an empath absorbed from others, from your home environment, from each other, or from any other human or animal on the planet. And let this golden cord just be sent to every single animal or to any animal in need that is suffering. The golden cord is now beaming brightly, warmly, and it's gently moving safely into either one or many or groups of animals, and even your spirit pets in heaven, the ones you deeply miss. So inhaling that violet light and exhaling out any smoky, tar, mucus, sticky, miasmic, wounded energy, blowing blessings into the heart, the throat, the crown of every single animal on the planet, every animal you knew, you loved, and you cared for, even the ones that you've never met yet. So Archangel Ariel coming in, Raphael, rewriting soul contracts, wrapping and swaddling you and your pet in a blanket of peace, comfort, protection, well-being. Raphael working on your crown. Gabriel working on your third eye, clearing out any cellular imprints. You and your pet, allowing you to be your pet's safe person, reliable, responsible caregiver. Angel Celestina working with your throat chakra, clearing out any sticky imprints there so you can speak with and hear, listen to the needs of your pet on a soul and on a cellular level. so you both understand each other. And it's easy to communicate. To help them more, to help them better. And angel faith coming in, working on those heavy blocks and burdens, sitting on your shoulders and sitting on their brachial chakras, allowing you to have faith in yourself and the world again, to meet the right holistic vet's, animal acupuncturist, or whatever special care your pet needs and deserves. Whatever needs haven't been met yet, we're asking Angel Faith and Kasael, the angel of your heart and your pet's heart, to come and just relieve you both of any heartache, grief, loss, or sadness. And Daniel coming in, working on the liver, gallbladder, and spleen, not only yours, but also your beloved. Releasing any pain from every incarnation, in every dimension. Angel Sarah working on your solar plexus, relieving you and your pet of any energies of powerlessness, stress, fear, anxiety, replacing it with the energy of ease and joy and new life, perfect health. Archangel Michael now surrounding your kidneys, your cats, your dogs, your horses, your hamsters, whatever animal, your fish, allowing Michael to come in and release your fears, replace those imprints, reprint them with loving protection, safety, and freedom from worry, and trusting that everything will be okay. So coming into the top of the head, removing blockages there, you and your pet, replacing guilt with innocence, your forehead, and you can even touch your forehead right now. Anything that doesn't serve humans and animals, all being released here. Any distrust and trust is being replaced and brought in. Sweeping your forehead and your temples, just really allowing yourself to open now your throat and your lungs, the back of your neck and throat, the brachial chakras and their shoulders, the most important healing chakra, the left and right. Imagine that the entire angelic and enlightened animal kingdoms, your ancestors and your ancestors, theirs, your angels and theirs are coming in, deepening your bond, asking for forgiveness. If you or your ancestors ever hurt, harmed, or abandoned them or their ancestors, again, working on your heart and even your spleen, liver, gallbladder, just releasing anything that doesn't serve you or your pet, that won't allow you to be present and loving. And the stomach, breathing into your stomach now, calling in Raphael again, Ariel again. These are angels of plants, animals, nature, and the entire elemental kingdom to protect both of you, to comfort both of you on the spot. And Philea is the angel of animals, the angelic ball of sunshine, helping you to communicate more deeply with your pets. And then lastly, calling in Archangel, the archangels, and the patron saints, Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Gertrude of Aviles, and Saint Roche, the patron saints of cats and dogs. And just imagine that you and your pet and all animals are now surrounded by the presence, the protection of Saint Francis, a beautiful garden or forest, a beautiful animal sanctuary. And notice them singing the Song of Songs to your pets, to all animals, higher selves, to their souls on a cellular level, so every cell can be healed in their body. And if your pet is near you, you can offer them Reiki just by stroking their back with one hand, petting them lovingly, gently, present, being totally present with them. And the other hand is just scanning them and beaming light to them and sending every animal Reiki symbol to them. So imagine that you and your pet are surrounded by this pink bubble, this pink orb of light now. Saint Francis is whispering, stroking, and holding your pet. And go ahead and tell whichever animal needs you right now that you are there, that you're here, that you're always available for healing at a distance or in person. Sitting quietly again, now with your totem animal guardians. Knowing and trusting they can hear you, they can feel you. And letting this love enfold both of you telepathically, relaxing and enjoying this transmission. And we lastly are going to invoke the all Reiki symbols. After you've given yourself a Reiki self-healing treatment, so you've really connected with spirit, with source, with all of the helpers, your allies, all benevolent helping spirit that are available right now. And the founders of Reiki, all available teachers, mentors, and the animals who are also our teachers, mentors, messengers, and mirrors. Allow them to lead the way. I'm going to first draw the fire serpent over you and your pet. So this is connecting and grounding you to earth and heaven, activating your earth and your sky chakras, returning to your center. I'm going to invoke now the Chakra, drawn both ways, to unlock and to shrink any wounds, tumors, imprints, energies that don't belong in your pet's body, that they absorbed any toxins or pollutants, parasites, pathogens from you or other humans or animals. And then the other way, to enhance the healing, to activate, to magnify, and to strengthen the healing process. And the Sehe Ki, drawing that over you and your pet. And if you are a Reiki practitioner, you can do the same. You can even attune them to Reiki. Sehe Ki, Sehe Ki, Sehe Ki allows you to trust your intuition, heal your relationship, align your heart with your mind and the heart and the mind of your beloved pet, who is greatest member, the most advanced and evolved member of your family. And lastly, the Hanchazishanen, this bridge of light that takes you through an entry point in the divine, into the divine heart of the earth. So allow yourself to step into the heart of the earth, the womb of the earth, the womb of and the heart of Gaia Pachamama. And allow yourself to receive every Reiki blessing through the water element, fire, air, earth, ether, space, the sun, the moon, the stars, and just notice that there is a light at the end of this portal, and just intend that you have already arrived. See your pet, your animal, family member, happy, healed, restoring, recovering, regaining their strength, their will to live, their health and well-being. And notice as you breathe in and out that your power animals are still encircling you and your pet and giving you that green light, that clear sign that all is on the way, that everything will be okay. And you can even give some food to your power animals. Ask them what they'd like to eat or drink, or maybe a flower or a plant type of medicine that they would like to eat or drink. Something from the earth, a gift, a stone, a rock, or crystal. And ask your power animals to show you and your pet what to do. Greater insight, something new. What healing skills and powers can you tap into in this non-ordinary reality? As you make your way back to this ordinary reality, this earth realm, through the Reiki bridge of light, making your way, holding your pet on your lap, over your heart, in your arms, and together stepping back across this beautiful bridge, this rainbow lit bridge of light, returning to yourself, your body, asking your pet to return to itself and their body, and just drawing a large power symbol to empower both of you over both of your bodies now. And then sweeping down, combing the meridians of your pet, yourself, 3 times. Reiki, Reiki, Reiki. And then encircling them, sealing in this healing medicine now, 3 times. The upper, the middle, and the lower chakras. And taking it all in and noticing your animal, your pet, your best friend, your confidant. Notice how they're feeling, reacting, responding, breathing. As you continuously send and transmit Reiki loving energy from the entire universe and planet 24/7. Thank you. Thank yourself and thank your pet for receiving this transmission, for awakening their chakras, for bonding, for rewriting soul contracts, commitments, healing your relationship, healing their mind, body, and spirit, as well as yours. So thank you for your commitment to heal yourself and the animal kingdom. Namaste.
Namaste. That was incredibly healing, personally for
Oh,
me, and I can sense others are feeling this as well. And so beautiful, so very beautiful, Vandana. Wow.
thank you. Thank you. I'm glad, really glad.
This is a beautiful gift to the world, a beautiful gift to our animals, and a connection. I'm not with my two pets right now. They're in a different geographical location.
Mhm.
So this really touches me right now. And it's also the pets that are no longer with us, that they are always here with us. And it's so beautiful. It really is. And so really precious. And yes, thank you
Aw.
for sharing in our
I'm
Zoom.
getting the chills right now. I'm also feeling my you're going to make me cry too, but I'm just also feeling the presence of my first pet when I was 6 years old,
Uh,
who died tragically. My mother brought him in to have his teeth cleaned, and he just had cardiac arrest on the table while they put him to sleep. And I was 13 years old, and he was like the only sane person in my household, in my dysfunctional household. And, I couldn't, he was the only dependable, reliable resource that I had where I felt safe and supported unconditionally. And I miss him terribly to this day, like 50 odd years later. And they're always with us. We always carry them in our hearts. So I've been gifting him a lot of Reiki, as well as one of my first cat that passed in 2018, of June 2018. Working on forgiveness, Ho'oponopono, with her, because I still carry the wounded, scarred imprint on some level, even though I tell myself with my mind, like, it's not your fault. It was her time. And everybody always tells you that too when we lose a pet, like, oh, but it was their time. And it's like, yeah, but it could have done something more, right? So there is that part of me that I always just like, I even have a collage of animals from my chakra healing programs that you're actually going to be receiving in the package that I have, package A, with all the animals that are living and those that have, passed on to that dimension, heaven, whatever you want to call it, in spirit, where I believe that they're really watching over us. And they've become our guardian angel too. So thank you, Loren, for sharing it. I think like everyone, almost everybody has had a pet at some point in their lives, even if it wasn't necessarily, traditional domestic like dog or cat. But I'd love to, definitely like take any questions or hear from people. I'm just trying to read the chat box, and I just want to say I deeply appreciate everyone for taking the time and making a commitment to heal your relationship with your pets, because you're empaths, but so are they. And so that's why I put together this course. It's like totally kind of addresses and checks off all the unchecked boxes. It's like, oh yeah, well, if there's an angelic kingdom and there's an animal kingdom, why can't we work together? So that's why I created this. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful. So exquisite. We will get to some questions and I'll share some comments coming in. This would be a beautiful
Awesome.
to go ahead and tell us about your special offer, about the Reiki course, the
Yeah.
animal chakra healing course that you
Yep.
have. Thank you.
Yeah. So first I'll start with package A. And package A, I've included 10 of the most popular, well-requested classes that I've ever taught, I think, since 2013. It's 10 chakra cleansing activations to discover your power animal, chakra guide, your guardians, and learn how to embody their intuitive gifts, strengths, and natural instincts. So I have 10 different ones in here And again, this is specifically meant for intuitive empaths. And I know all of you on the call are starseeds and intuitive empaths. So sometimes we just become very, very drained and exhausted and burnt out because we're constantly in fear of losing another pet. Worry, stress, and anxiety about what can we do? How can we extend their lives? How can we make them feel better? How can they heal and recover? And in my last program, Animal Reiki live course, actually one of my very dear students and clients, he felt that this was divinely set up because one of his dogs was about to have surgery on his hind legs, and he was worried about it. He started practicing the scanning, the beaming, the eye gazing, the healing on or off the body, the distant healing or in person, working with photographs, with different types of like stuffed animals, like if they can't be with you. And he said that by the end of the course, his dog, completely recovered faster than anyone ever thought was possible. And by the end of the last class, I think he said that he was actually like not only walking, but running and playing like he was before. So that was very endearing to my heart. But then he said, oh, but I think my other dog took on, as another empath, some of the first dog's problems before surgery. So now we're working on that. But now he has the tools in his toolbox to work on his other dog, so that dog doesn't take on, any of the other pet stuff. So package A aligns all your chakras with the 7 enlightened animal spirit chakra protectors, so that you can really embody the eyesight, the clairvoyance, the visions, the courage and the wisdom of all of these different types of totem medicine animals, right? So that's 7 different chakras right there, from the serpent to the jaguar to hummingbird, swan star, which is not an animal that probably anyone has ever heard of because it's a celestial bird. So this is more of a galactic type of bird from Lyra and the Milky Way galaxy. So that's just something that I channeled. That's just someone that I channeled. Then we have the magical multidimensional owl, the white raven crown chakra cleanse. And then in package A, you'll also get everything you need to know to practice chakra healing, to heal your pets' health and well-being. So that's another course that you'll get. And this is going to help you to really get to know and work with and establish a personal connection and relationship with your pets' archangels, and they're the 3 patron saints. So there are 3 animal archangels that most people don't know about, also 3 patron saints that most people don't really even consider or work with. So you'll be able to work with them, attune your dog or cat to them, these enlightened beings. And this will help to treat the root of your pet's pain, trauma, imbalance, illness, as well as heal or rewrite the human animal soul contracts that you have in your pets. Because whatever pet you had as a child, or you have now or will have, there are no accidents. It happens on a soul level, right? So that means you've known them and they've known you before, and you're here to work it out again with them. So this will help you and your pet to recover using your own healing hands, getting to know and learn all about how to find how to make contact with their major and minor bud and brachial chakras, how to send distant healing, how to touch certain points, certain meridians that you'll learn about in case of emergency, accident, or injury, and how to work on these acupuncture points, like I said, in case of emergency, and how to trust your intuition, like to find the best holistic pet experts, the right food, the right nourishment, like what your pet needs to stay happy and healthy for a really long time, how to help them recover from surgeries, pre, during, post surgeries, and all of that. So that's package A, but package B, you'll also have a session with me. And this is a remote Reiki healing session for where I include, I tap into what's happening with your chakras and your pet's chakras. And then we set up an assigned time where we meet. And this is 30-minute session. It's an animal Reiki healing session. So we'll be working on the field to see where there's disruption, to see where there's what's called in Reiki byoki, or like sick or bad energy, even though energy is not bad or good, but we're going to really like immediately be able to find like the root of the issue, because it may be something totally unrelated to what your vet is saying, but also just to know that this is not a substitute or replacement for traditional healthcare. So we work hand in hand, and actually with vets and other healthcare providers as a complement, not as a, not as a replacement. So I just wanted to put that out there. Let's see what else. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, and this will also, I'll be able to send specific ancient Reiki healing symbols and their mantras, as well as prayers. And I'll be able to receive channel messages for you and your pets from your team and their team. So you'll just send me a photo of you and your pet, or just your pet, with any specific questions and healing requests. And then whatever information I receive, whatever's meant to come through, whatever's ready to come through for your highest good and for their highest good will come through. And I'll be able to either call, well, if you're local, I can call you, but we can, have just email each other, and I can send you a full report, whatever you prefer. So what else? So that's package B. And when you buy package B, you'll receive everything in package A, which is really good to listen to before you go to bed. That's what my clients tell me. Like, it just is really nice and reassuring, and really emotionally cleansing, releasing, clearing, to listen to and let it play all night, even on a very low, soft volume when you're sleeping, because there are so many layers and levels of trauma. So we want to be able to address everything. And sometimes it's just too much for us to handle, mentally. So we want to work on a cellular level, right? And on a soul level. And then package C is the Animal Reiki program. So you'll be getting 5 recordings, which when you, as well as the PDF transcripts and any class notes, you'll be able to have unlimited email contact with me. As you go along, this is a self-paced program on demand. So you'll be able to watch each video and learn from and be able to relate to other people's experiences as well, and how they were able to really shift in less than 5 weeks and really help their animals to feel better and recover, how to work on themselves and their pets, with their own healing gifts. So package C contains all of that. And when you're done, you'll also receive an Animal Reiki certification practitioner program certificate with this program. So 2 things. If you're not a Reiki practitioner, that's okay. If you're not a Reiki practitioner, and if you haven't received any of the attunements to the symbols, just email me and let me know, and just say, hey, Vandana, can you attune me? So I can then get my certificate that says I'm an Animal Reiki level 1 and level 2 practitioner, because that is one of the prerequisites of this course. However, if you're not really that interested and it doesn't mean that much to you at this point in your life, like you just want to do this as a hobby, or you just really are interested to heal your pet, or maybe your neighbor's pets or people in your neighborhood or community, that's okay too. Then you'll just receive an animal energy healer certificate. So it's a win-win scenario here. I will be teaching the Animal Reiki Master course in April. So we're just kind of like settling up on some dates there. But I just want to add real quick that, for years I thought about Animal Reiki, like I should just teach that too. That's like the greatest gift that I could give to the world, to every animal and human on the planet. And then I thought, oh, well, it was probably not me, but my ego. Well, I'm already a Reiki practitioner. I'm already a Reiki master teacher. So I could just use the same tools in my Reiki toolbox with animals. But this is a whole nother ball game. This is a whole nother healing modality and healing system that really focuses specifically on the unique issues that we experience. Okay, so we even talk about compassion fatigue, how not to get burnt out, how to, ground them within their paw chakras, how to eye gaze, how to speak with them, how to communicate. It's completely amazing. So I'm really excited, as you can tell. So that's package C. So you'll get everything when you purchase package C, all the recordings, watch at your own pace, because people are really busy these days. And each class is actually 3 hours. So listen to it in sections. You don't have to devote a whole 3-hour window if you're really super busy to listen to each class, to watch and listen to each recording. Each recording is a living recording. They're evergreen, meaning they never expire. So this is lifetime access that you have here. So I'm excited. So I think I said everything that I was supposed to say, but I'm happy to take questions if anyone has any.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful program. I know that is something that people can use right away in their lives. And it's a great, the certification is just a great tool for people to use in our world, for those who want to step up. And if they've always been called to animals, then this is a great program for it. And then, of course, just a session with you is really wonderful. Some questions that we have in our, we don't have time for all of them. We're almost out of time on our beautiful 221 on 221. It's 220.
Oh my goodness.
220. I love that. So
I love it.
Minutes. And there are some questions coming in about like people and their animals, and can you look into an animal? Let's go to Tina's question. I'm hoping my cat Zoe could get some help. She's been growling and sometimes attacks her tail recently, and relief for her would be appreciated. Is there spirits or something else that she is seeing?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. Well, that happened recently to one of my animal Reiki students. One of her cats was attacking the other cat and biting her. And then I asked her, I said, who else is in the household? What change was there a recent change to a member of the household? Did somebody leave? Did someone new move in? Are there visitors? Are there other people around that weren't there before? And just like we can have spirit attachments of all kinds, just like there are nice people and there are not so helpful people, the same with the spirit realm. So, animals can definitely see and experience different types of different forms of energy or entities, whatever you want to call them. So definitely I could look into that for you and see what the source of the problem is. I would have to find out a lot more information to make a really educated sort of observation, or just to tell you for sure what's happening. But if it's something that just happened recently, or is this going on a really long time, and what what are the aggressive behaviors? When did this start? What change maybe took place before then? And what I'm getting also is that maybe she just is not feeling well, and that there's something going on, internally, that she is not willing to admit to, or like she's really struggling with. So it's some type of a internal struggle and battle within her. Do you have any other, did you say you had any other pets, Tina?
Tina does have another pet, and this is where a private session could go into. And
Exactly. Yeah, we need more time for this, but yeah. So
Tina,
just real quick, if I can just share real quickly that, well, with my animal Reiki client, we were able to, in like 10 minutes, figure out what happened, because there was a change in her household. And she had this home attendant who takes care of her, and they battle a lot and they fight. And she's aggressive. This human is aggressive. And so this animal, her other animal, was picking up that aggression and taking it on and absorbing it like a sponge, just like we can if we're unaware of that we're doing that, right? So I think that could be a part of it. But yeah, you're right. A session would be best.
yes, and thank you again for doing that. Again, that space is sacred, and it allows you to do your work and receive the insight and share more information that you're getting. So thank you, Tina, and so
Thank you,
beautiful.
Tina. I look forward to hearing from you and to connecting with you in a private session.
Yes, okay, beautiful. All right, and here's another quick question maybe you could get to for Eliza. And
Yeah.
this personal session as well. I wonder if what you see in can you see in my mama cat? She has had diarrhea for a while and not using the litter all the time. Might be a session for this one as well. What are your thoughts?
Again, like what, when did this start? What happened right before? It's kind of like we have to take a personal inventory of what energetic changes were happening in the household. And what she is having trouble digesting energetically, emotionally, what is too heavy for her, what she needs to release that she's having trouble, or maybe she's not digesting or processing properly in a healthy way. So yeah, things like that we would look into. And all that's where learning how to heal their special chakras, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the upper lip, the ear flaps, the pads of their paws, how to ground them, how to help their digestive system, with Reiki. And yeah, so that's why it's really important to connect in a deeper way with your pet, so you won't be frazzled about it. Because the more worried, nervous, or frazzled you are about it, the more they're going to pick up on that, and it will sort of take, it won't help. You won't be helpful in that case. So just try to calm down yourself and ground yourself. And are you having trouble with your own digestive system? Because your GI tract, because I've noticed, like with my cat, we have issues with our digestive system, right? And that just started a couple of years ago. And my cat is also having some challenges there. So whatever we have, whatever symptoms we're exhibiting, they tend to pick up, absorb it, and take it on, not because they really want to take our pain away, and they really want the best for us, and they don't know it any other way, or don't have a means to do it any other way. So think about things like that. I'd love to hear your answer. I think you just
Yeah, it said she's been on a detox diet and a complete change
there you go.
for the last 2.5 months. There you go. Interesting.
And it might be time to change your pet's diet and make some modifications there as well, and maybe introduce some holistic remedies for your pets and supplements as well.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you
Perfect. There's your answer. But I would love to meet with you for a session, because sometimes it's even deeper. And I
Okay.
think because those soul contracts, if they're not rewritten or healed, we take them with us from lifetime to lifetime, not only us, but our pets too, right? So we want to make sure that when it's time for us and them to transition, that we wind up on the ancestral shore with a safe family where we're supposed to be, and that they do too, with their ancestors and the enlightened animal kingdom that's waiting for them. So we want them to be in peace, to rest in peace as well when it comes to them making a transition. And that's where the Reiki can come in, because that's going to happen for everyone, unfortunately. So it's good to have those tools for end of life as well, so we can be that compassionate caregiver and guardian for them. So, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for this enlightening session today, full of
You're welcome.
four-legged friends, our furry ones, our winged ones, all of this. It's really beautiful. Vandana, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if you're interested in her program for your pets, then please check it out. You will love it. It's an immediate access. Thanks,
Thank you.
Vandana. As we say goodbye, I'll just give you a final moment for thoughts.
I just like to always kind of like place my hands over my heart chakra, just to kind of receive any tidbits of wisdom. And this will also calm your nervous system, but really just hang in there. It's going to be okay. Your animals love you unconditionally, no matter how you judge yourself or think you messed up or made mistakes in the past. We learn from them. Really, they are, in fact, our greatest teacher. So take some time to just give your pet a big kiss and a hug, and pick them up, hold them. And don't forget to say good morning to them when you wake up first thing in the morning. Because if you had a roommate, or, your partner, your child, or whoever you live with, or your roommate, you wouldn't probably like walk right by them like they're invisible. Always want to say good morning and just check in with them. So please remember to do that. And I hope to see you again soon.
Yes, we'll see you again soon. Vandana, Atara, Aura, thank you, thank you. And thank you everyone for watching and caring so deeply about your pets. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Bye. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.